For years, I had been aware of the famous Japanese Shinkansen, or bullet train. I thought that the train was a recent advancement to the Japanese rail system. But did you know that the first bullet train had its maiden trip in 1964? And even before then, the concept of a Japanese high-speed train was being considered as early as the 1930s, only to be interrupted by World War II. The reason was to have a faster means of transportation up and down the long island arc that is Japan. The bullet train has gone through several iterations, and each time there are enhanced safety and speed goals. The train that I had the good fortune to ride was the second most recent version, the N700A. This train has been around for approximately 20 years. The newest and slightly faster train is the N700S series, S standing for Supreme. However, outwardly they look the same. One would think that with such a high rate of speed, 150 to 200 miles per hour, there would be a litany of accidents and fatalities. Yet, there are none. Since 1964, there has been 0 passenger fatalities and only a few incidents of mechanical issues, like one door flying open during travel and one instance of a crack in the steel undercarriage. Of course, there are reports of small animal strikes and some human deaths due to suicide. In 1995, a 17-year-old student was trying to get on the train at the last minute, reached his hand out to block the closing door, but the door closed on his hand and dragged him out of the station. In 2015, 2 passengers died from self-immolation, i.e., they set themselves on fire in one of the cars. In 2017, a crack developed in the undercarriage of one car, which was detected before a catastrophe could occur. In 2018, a man wanting to die walked onto the tracks. In 2021, a train driver with diarrhea left the controls of the train to use the restroom. There were no problems since the train can function quite well on autopilot. In 2022, a man at one of the stations decided to cross the tracks and was crushed by a train when he could not get up onto the platform on the other side. A significant factor leading to the absence of train collisions is that train routes do not intersect with road traffic and go either above or below surface streets. Also, the trains go in one direction on each track so that 2 trains are never heading towards each other. Maintenance schedules are strictly adhered to, and safety measures for shorter stopping distances and earthquake procedures have been instituted. Including all trains, there were over 1,000 derailments in the United States last year, whereas in Japan, there were only 6 such events, with none involving the bullet trains. There have been some collisions on other types of trains in Japan in order to be fair. So I finally got the chance to ride on this famous train, an N700A. from Tokyo to Kyoto. This 16-car train can carry a maximum seated capacity of 1,322 passengers. The 2.5-hour ride covering 500 miles was like floating on a cloud. Train noise was so low as to be almost imperceptible. No one was talking in a loud voice. No one used cell phones to hold a conversation. The train was immaculately clean. The seats were comfortable. There was a lady coming through the cars selling snacks. You are allowed to eat on the long bullet train rides. Restrooms were clean. There was a place to dispose of trash and plastics located in between the cars. You can move about the cabin without being tossed into someone's lap due to swaying of the train car, all while the countryside passes before you in a constant blur. The only problem that I encountered was that I had to get off the train at Tokyo Station, which was my stop. I would have been content to stay on the train for an indefinite period of time. One caveat: when they announce that your station is coming up, start preparing to get off the train, because in order to maintain their almost perfect schedule, there is no time to fool around gathering up your luggage after the train stops. The doors open and close quickly. Beat up by the crowd got
I think other people are messing around too.
Yeah, because I'm back.
Oh, it's cloudy.
Well, let's see if somebody...
Oh, someone is sitting.
What are they using?
Right.
Yeah, they do.
I see a space.